the hotel. I'm just going on a bit of an exploration of Prague. Around near where our hotel is. Probably look for a bar or something.
We've just got back from our first night in Prague. We ended up just popping in this random restaurant. It was actually really nice. They did kind of proper Czech cuisine in there. So I had goulash and dumplings, and Nick had some other kind of beef dish which was a bit sweeter than mine with dumplings too. So yeah, that was really nice. And after that, when we were kind of walking around earlier, we found this jazz bar, so we actually ended up going back in there, and it was quite cool in there. So you walked through this bar and then went down into a cellar, and there was this cool little jazz bar there, and they did loads of really nice cocktails.
Nice sleep today, all excited to start our full day in Prague. So we're just walking over the street now to go for breakfast. So we're just going up the Tower Bridge. We got a free ticket from the hotel, so yeah, we're going here now. We've just got to the top of the Tower Bridge at the Charles Bridge, and it's definitely worth coming up here. The views from here are absolutely amazing. Just walking over the Charles Bridge on the way to the Old Town, go and look at the clock and a few other bits over there. Come to the Old Town area, and then you see over here is the Astronomical clock, and then we're just going to have a browse around here, probably drop in somewhere for a coffee shortly. So we've just popped in the Grand Cafe Orient for a quick coffee. This was a place that we'd actually researched before we came. We've got lovely decor in here. I'm just having an espresso macchiato. In the beer museum, see how some beer's made and hopefully get to taste them at the end. So we've just done a quick tour of the beer museum. It was okay, I suppose. But at the end of it, you get to try 4 different beers. So it goes from like a pale ale right up to a kind of darker ale, and you get 4 of these. So for 2 of us, it was, what was it, around 500. It was the equivalent of around £9 each, which isn't too bad for kind of 4 beers at the end. But yeah, the museum tour itself is okay, but it's an experience, I suppose. Cheers. We've had such a lovely first full day in Prague. Just got ready and we're off to dinner. For Nick's birthday present, one of his kind of early birthday presents, we're going to the Field restaurant, which is a Michelin star restaurant, and we're going to have a 10-course tasting menu. So I'm super excited for that. And
And yeah, we better go because our reservation's at 8 o'clock. Day 2 today. We've seen last night that we went to Field Restaurant, which was absolutely incredible. Michelin star food, fine dining at its best. So yeah, definitely somewhere that I'd recommend. Today is day 2 in Prague and we're off to the castle area and we're going to go to the tower. I can't remember what it's called, I'll put it on the screen below, but we're going to go to the tower area, which is meant to have great views over Prague as well. So yep, just off to the castle now. Prague Castle. It was a lovely walk here. There's a few steps on the way up, so I'm quite glad we didn't bring our umbrella because that would have been an absolute nightmare. Then we've just climbed up the steps to the tower, 297 steps, which, oh my god, halfway up, honestly, I thought I was going to die. It was so difficult. Got to the top and I was exhausted, but the views from there, you can see all over Prague, literally 360 views of Prague, so it's definitely worth doing. Prague Castle today. We made our way back into the old town, just had a bit of a walk around there, and then we went to a sushi restaurant called Yummy, had some lunch there. Then we wasn't really sure what to do for the afternoon, so we've just come into the Prague Museum just to have a few beers. So we had a beer flight earlier, and then out of this I chose my favourite one, which was Bernard Dark, which is kind of dark beer. So I've had a full one of this, and then Nick went on to have yet another beer flight. So yeah, it's somewhere I definitely recommend. So it's about 5 o'clock now, so I'm going to head back to the hotel soon and then probably find a restaurant to go for dinner this evening. is our final day in Prague. We've just had the most amazing breakfast. I think because it was the final day, I went a bit all out. For our third and final day in Prague, we are going to Wenceslas Square. Probably have a walk around that area as well. Might go to the Prague Museum depending on what else happens.
We've just walked up to the Wenceslas Square area. There's loads of lovely shops here as well. It's absolutely freezing today, and now it's just started snowing, so it's probably going to get even colder. We've just been in the Narodni Museum, which is something I definitely recommend going to. We wasn't too sure, didn't really know a lot about it, and they had this really cool kind of video in there showing the revolution and showing basically Prague through the different years. Building is amazing. They had the nicest staircase I think I've ever seen. The artwork on the ceilings and on the wall was just incredible place. It was really warm in there as well. So we've just finished in there and now we're going to get something to eat. Probably going to head back near where the hotel is, near the kind of old town, and stop for a bite to eat around there.